I'm in shock, still speechless that that comeback happened. I mean, I had that feeling in the back of my mind when James Harden fouled out, thinking, um, this is not good. This is not good. There's a lot of time left for Dirk to do something, and you never want to leave Dirk a lot of time. One thing, I mean, I will straighten out why exactly it was so bad when Harden went out. Because Harden goes out, that allows Dallas to double team Durant and collapse on Westbrook when he penetrates. And with Ibaka, Cephalosha, and Collison out there, those aren't exactly the best kick out guys when you got a double team. Um, and they don't knock down those shots on a consistent basis, which is why you want Harden out there, another guy who can create for himself, and he can knock down the open shot with consistency, and he's a good defender. Because when Harden goes out, you can put DeQuan Cook in, a guy who you can feel safe kicking out to, but he is an atrocious defender. He's awful. Um, Cephalosha, however, is a terrific defender. James Harden's not as good as Cephalosha, but he's consistent enough. He can hold his own. And he gives you something better offensively, so you lose a little bit defensively and gain a lot offensively. That's why it's so good to have Harden in there. Secondly, Durant was scoreless for the last 10 or so minutes of that game last night. And this is why. He didn't penetrate in. He quit penetrating. They were talking about how aggressive he was being. He was not taking a lot of jump shots to start the game because he missed his last 13 threes. If you combine Game 2 and Game 3 stats, he had missed 13 straight. So he had been penetrating in, not settling for jump shots. But then at the end of the game, he started settling for jump shots when if he drives in, he's going to get a foul call. If you touch Dirk, if you breathe on him, if you look at him, you're going to get a foul call. Guess what, Durant? You're a superstar. You're going to get the same calls as Dirk is. I mean, Dirk, they're going to call foul no matter what. No matter how obvious it is it wasn't a foul, they're going to call the touch fouls. And Durant is going to get the same favoritism shown to him because he's Kevin Durant and he's a superstar. That's just how things are going to work. That's how the NBA works. Yes, it's rigged, but if this entire playoffs hasn't been complete and total evidence to how rigged the NBA is, I don't know what is. So the NBA is rigged for superstars. Take advantage of it. Drive in, get fouls called, get to the free throw line. You're one of the best free throw shooters in the NBA. That's what Oklahoma State needs to do. Defensively, they can't do anything because they're going to call fouls against Dirk if you play him physical. If you don't play him physical, he'll hit it. Collison's been doing a good job as any, just not letting him swing the ball through, because when he swings the ball through, he can create space to pull up on that jump shot. If you don't let him swing the ball through, he'll probably still knock down a fadeaway, but it's a lot harder for him. So at least you make it harder for him, try to wear him out, or hopefully make him miss a shot. That's as good a defense as you can play on Dirk. So Collison, keep doing what you're doing. And the rest of the team, we're not really having problems stopping anybody else. We're not having problems stopping Terry or anybody else. They've got, we're better. We are a better team than Dallas. Dallas has Dirk. That's their only consistent player. Other than that, they've got a few streaky shooters like Stevenson and Stojakovic. And Jason Kidd, who, hit or miss. You don't know which Jason Kidd's going to show up for you. Could be, the Jason Kidd who gets, who misses 10 shots and gets 9 points on the night. Or it could be the Jason Kidd who puts up 22. You don't know. I mean, he's a good player. He's a good solid point guard, but he's still not a consistent scorer, which, it's just, that's what you'd want, is a consistent scorer. So, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble concentrating here. I'm just still shocked that comeback was even made. Speechless. Anyway, we're a better overall team. So if we just utilize the fact that Westbrook and Durant are going to get to the free throw line, utilize that more, then we'll win this series, or we could win this series. I think at this point we won't win even if we start utilizing that, just because we're too far behind now. And we're going back to Dallas. But we need to utilize our superstars. superstar status more, so we can get to the free throw line. If we do that, we'll win at least one more game before this series is done with. I doubt we'll come back and win at this point, but still, this has been a great NBA season. It's been a great season for OKC. Been a huge step forward for them. Not just a team that can challenge a good team in a first round, but actually make the conference finals and start presenting themselves as a perennial powerhouse. I think that's important. Even being this young, they don't get rattled. Doesn't happen. They've got great tenacity. We need to utilize our superstar status more because overall we are a better team than Dallas is. We've got 2 NBA All-Stars and James Harden, who should have been Sixth Man of the Year, because we saw how well Lamar Odom did when crunch time presented itself. And Dallas fans, better than anyone else how much he sucked it up in those situations. And something else we need to utilize more is Serge Ibaka. There's not a guy on Dallas' team who can defend him. He's athletic. Throw him some lob passes. I would utilize Serge the way Orlando utilizes Dwight Howard. Stop him. He's strong. He's athletic. And who are you going to put on him? Dirk? Yeah, right. Give me a break. And put Chandler on him, and we'll foul Chandler out even quicker than we do normally. We need to utilize Serge Ibaka's presence down low a little bit more as well. And I just cannot express how much we need to just penetrate and get fouls called. Because Durant and Westbrook are going to get fouls called. They will. Other than that, I don't have much to say. I think we're doing pretty good on the defensive end. With Carlson guarding Dirk, we're doing as good a job as anyone's ever going to do on Dirk. So, we'll win one more game in this series. But we can only do so much since we're going back to Dallas and all that. We're down 3-1. We'll win one more. But, congrats, Oklahoma City, for a great year so far. You can make it better by making some sort of miraculous comeback in this series. I doubt it's going to happen, but I would love to see it. And I know this team won't give up. It's not in their personality. It's not who this team is. They're not going to give up. But you've had a great year. And I know you'll be there again. Got a very young team. Youngest team in the NBA. Other than the Pacers, I think. So we'll be there for a long time. We'll see. Go Thunder. Thunder up.